Hi everyone, today we have an exciting get ready with me. We're getting ready for the Avril Lavigne concert. Let's all just take a deep breath in and out, drink some water, and let's get to it. First things first, I'm starting off with nice clean skin. I did my skincare routine, used all my lotions and potions. Now we're going in with a primer. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I definitely want to go back to being cruelty free. If you're new here, when I first started this channel, everything was cruelty free. I was a vegan girly, I was in it. And then when I stopped posting, it's not that I said F those animals, but I just had other priorities. So my priority just wasn't making sure my products were clean and cruelty free. So that's something moving forward I'm going to be focusing on, just slowly replacing items. This is my favorite full coverage foundation from House Labs. I was trying to use less of it because I feel like I normally am very heavy-handed with foundation. I cake that ish on, but I was trying to be a little bit more mindful. Like, for instance, you're gonna see me do one layer, and normally I would go in with more, I feel like, and add more on top of that layer, but I was trying to keep it cutesy, demure, or whatever. Up next for concealer, I'm taking this Fenty Hydrating Concealer. I love the shade. I love the coverage. It is a go-to for me. I also have been trying to only use brushes and not beauty sponges. If I'm being honest with y'all, beauty sponges have always kind of creeped me out. I feel like you can't really get it fully clean, and if you've ever seen those videos of girlies cutting open their beauty sponges and all the mold that's in there, you know what I mean. And I'm really trying to focus on my skincare, taking better care of my skin, and so I feel like this is just one way that I can ensure that I'm taking better care of my skin, and also it helps for a cleaner, better makeup look. Okay, we have Miss Fenty Girl again. This is the Matchstick Contour. This is such an iconic product when you think about when these launched, and they launched with the brand, so kind of iconic. I'm still a fan. I was a fan then. I'm a fan now. I forget what this shade is, but there's like a cooler tone shade for fair skin and a warmer tone, and this is, I like the warmer tone one better. And I'm also, snatching that nose. Oh, here, I really tried to show my brushes because, like I said, I'm trying to focus more on using brushes because I feel like, I can clean them in between uses, and I just feel like it's more hygienic than a beauty sponge. That's no shade to the beauty sponge community out there, okay? Okay, now we're going in with blush, and this is my favorite blush shade at the moment. I love just like a really neutral look. As you can see, these are the same, but one is powder and one is cream. So I'm going in with the Rhode cream one first, and then you're gonna see me take the Fenty one later once all my cream products are done and I'm applying powder products. Okay, so up next, I'm going to be setting my face with this Cloud Set Powder by Kosas now that I'm all done with my liquid and cream face products. So I'm just going in and setting everything, and then I like to use this MAC Fix Plus. Well, I use it for a few different reasons. Also, why do I feel like the sprayers on my setting sprays always go bad? But this isn't a setting spray necessarily. I just like to use it to melt all my makeup together once I set my face. Okay, moving on. We are going to be baking under the eyes. I feel like I say this in every video, so sorry if this is repetitive, but I like to do this to catch any eyeshadow fallout, and then it also helps create like a nice shape, like a nice angled look for my eyeshadow. Now it's time for eyeshadow. This is my favorite part. I was between this Urban Decay Naked Metals palette and these Coca-Cola palettes from Glam. Ultimately, I decided to go with the Coca-Cola palette by Glam. So we're going to be doing a little smoky eye. First, I had to fill in my brows. I almost forgot to do that. So I'm just quickly filling in my brows with my Anastasia brow definer, and then using my Got To Be Glued brow gel. Now I'm going in with the first shade in the Coca-Cola palette. I'm taking this matte brown shade. Not gonna lie, it was a lot more red than I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be more like a chestnut, but that's okay. This look ended up being a lot more red than I intended, but it ended up working. It ended up all coming together. Now up next, you can see I am taking this deeper shade on an angled brush, and this is just going to add some dimension. I'm not taking this all the way up as far up as I did with the initial shade in the lid. So just kind of focusing it in the crease there to add dimension. Now this is the fun part. I'm taking the black shade in this palette. It's not completely matte. It's got a little bit of shimmer, which was fun. And I'm just focusing this on the outer corner of my eye, just packing it on there. These shades are very pigmented. I don't think I had ever used a Glam light palette before I got these, and they still blow me away every time I use them because they are really pigmented. A little bit of shadow goes a long way. Up next, I'm taking the silver shade in this palette. By the way, these shades don't have names in this palette. I had never used a Glam Light eyeshadow palette before I got these ones. And it still blows me away how pigmented they are and how good the quality is. So I sprayed my brush with MAC Fix Plus, but honestly, I really didn't need to. So you're going to see me actually take this shade on another brush without wetting it and packing it on the lid because these shades are just really pigmented. So I didn't really feel like I needed to wet the brush. I feel like it looked better without wetting the brush. Okay, up next, I am just blending everything. Those two matte shades got a little bit lost, so I just had to add some more and also blend. And then after that was time for eyeliner, and my liner wasn't working, and I don't know if it was because of these shadows, like the formula of the shadows were just crumbling when I tried putting eyeliner on. So I've never done this before, but I ended up taking a matte black eyeshadow shade on a liner brush and just like smudging it against my lash line, and I actually liked how it looked better than liner. So this might be a new thing for me. Also, I feel like I mention this in every video. It's probably getting so annoying. So sorry if you watch all my videos and you're like, bitch, shut the fuck up. We know that your eyes are sensitive, but my eyes are sensitive. I don't wear contact lenses anymore. I rarely wear eyeliner. So, and this didn't irritate my eyes. So this might be a new thing for me. Okay, up next, we're done with eyes. So I am going ahead and adding that powder blush because I feel like I did lose some of the cream blush. So I had to put this over top because, you know, I had to bring everything together with the eyeshadow and everything. I think it looked so good. I love that blush color so much, both the Rhode formula and the Fenty one. I think I'm going to start using both of them from now on. Okay, now we're about to go on a journey, y'all. We're about to use 3 mascaras. Okay, don't judge me. So for the lashes, we're using the Naturally Better Than Sex mascara. Then on my bottom lashes, I like to use the L'Oreal Panorama mascara. And then, since, you know, I was going to a concert and I was like having fun, I took this Maybelline Sky High mascara that is glitter and put that on my lashes. And voila! That, oh, just kidding. That's not everything. We're doing face gems because this is a fun time. So I couldn't decide between the regular gems and the stars, so I decided to do both. Okay, so that's the completed look. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post on there every day. And I filmed me doing my hair, my lip combo, and picking out my outfit all over on Instagram. So check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.